Welcome back to Light Crusader. So, in between parts, I got myself a shit ton of money thanks to that piss easy tournament thing. Okay.
Well, look who's about to come stroking in with all that cash. All 70 G's.
GPs, more like. Golden points. Kaiser?
Yeah.
Alright, okay. If I remember correctly, I've already explained what the penance are, right? So, yeah. The auto lives.
Yeah, I think so.
And there you go. The rest he has is a continuous amount of red potions and blue potions that you can buy. Aside from that, he doesn't have anything more.
Potions like restore your magical energy, don't they?
No, the red ones heal your health. The blue ones heal your front status effects.
I feel like there was one that was random with its effects.
Yes, I forgot we did mention one of the previous parts, so
yeah, I think it's the odd potion if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
yeah, but that potion can
actually poisons you.
Yeah, but that potion can only be obtained in one shop in the final floor anyway, so we're still far away from that. Okay, that's about it really. All right. In the meantime, since we're here, might as well check on people, see what's going on here. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's nothing. Yeah. I actually forgot what was the. Yeah, I don't forget. Okay, I think we're gonna check what the Oracle is still probably. Let's see what he's. Or maybe not. Oh, no. I was just wanting to check if he... I actually forgot what was my thought process at this point. Whatever. Let's just go to the teleporter thingy and go back to where we were. There we go. Alright, let's continue exploring.
Right then.
Alright, not for there, because that takes me back to the previous floor. Because remember, this is one of those things where you're constantly going down. So going upstairs means going back to where we were before. So.
Oh, don't walk in there. That's the instant death room.
It's interesting because from the few bits that I've seen of this game being talked about, a lot of people say that the second floor is not necessarily the hardest, but it increases the steep in terms of how big it is and everything, so it can catch people off guard.
Even as a kid, personally, I didn't really think so. Honestly.
Like, I don't know what to... Again, Pedro, I know less than you, so...
Oh, sure. I'm just saying my thoughts on what you just said. Like, I don't particularly think it's particularly that much of a jump, honestly. Again, honestly, I find this game to be pretty easy, all things considered. Remember, you can pause the game at any moment to heal yourself. So it's not like it's hard to keep yourself alive. Just stock yourself up on healing items, and you should be fine. Honestly.
Admittedly, if you're not playing the game like that, it still does have a modicum of difficulty.
I guess,
which,
sure.
to be fair, is probably the ideal thing. Like, oh, sure, you can technically make it a cakewalk if you grind, which, yeah, that's kind of the RPG. Well, that's the mentality with a lot of RPGs. Not obviously, but, some.
Be rewarded for your hard work, basically. Yeah.
So in a sense, stocking up by earning a lot of money can help you in the long run.
Yeah.
But if you're not playing like that, then there is a chance that, there is still more difficulty in that regard. Like, you probably have not been feeling that because you had the foreknowledge to stock up on a lot of this stuff that helps make it an easier experience overall. And again, I do credit a game this old for having that level of freedom. Not to say that there weren't other games like this, but again, games of this day and age are definitely more remembered for being very unforgiving in regards.
Well, remember, this was still 1995, back in the day where platformers were the mainstream genre. RPGs had their niche, but they weren't the mainstream genre that they are today. Where nowadays RPGs, of course, we have a shit ton of them, and they're very successful and all that shit. Anyway, Lord Rogue is still up. He's talking of swapping it for this room full of food. So there you go. Apparently, Lord Rogue, aka our villain, for those who forgot, is talking about swapping a stone tablet for this room full of food. So apparently, we're looking for a stone tablet that says something regarding, I don't know what exactly he needs the stone tablet for, and here's the teleporter for B3.
An iron gate.
Okay, so we have these letters. So clearly we're supposed to spell something, but we don't know what.
The wrong,
Drink your Ovaltine.
wrong the what?
Let's see what our scroll says. I finally discovered what is important. Right number cuts number 1. I finally discovered. Oh, sorry. Never mind. My scroll doesn't say anything about the name we're supposed to write here. So for now, I already know in advance what we're supposed to spell those words, but I'm going to pretend that I don't know for the sake of, leaving you guys to discover that for your own as we progress for the game. Because yes, you can actually sequence break the game if you know ahead what you're supposed to write, and I do.
Oh wow, that's actually pretty nice of the game. Like,
Yeah, a lot
normally,
of them will just have the combination being randomized, as in one per playthrough, just for the explicit purpose for you not to sequence break.
that, or there would be a bout where you literally can't do it until you've spoken to the proper NPCs or found the right clue
here you
that
go.
actually allows you to proceed in the game.
Notice how in that room full of treasures I got a new maximum life / art container, and as a result now I have one more ball of health since last time. So yeah. So yeah, keep an eye out for maximum lives.
This is, catch or is maximum.
We can't call it hard container because that name's taken too. Okay, let's continue exploring then. See what else we find. Okay. Oh, here's another guy. Okay, if I remember correctly, that guy gives you steak, but I already have plenty of steak. There you go. So, whatever, let's just move on. Yeah, the steak is actually probably my most used... Oh. Yeah, answer the riddle. And by answer the riddle, we mean do the Simon Says thing. But, yeah.
Simon says whack or something.
There you go. Anyway, the healing item that I actually use the most is actually the steak, because you can easily buy it on the town for only 100 GP, and it heals 100 health points. So it's the most easily reliable health item you can get in the game. Because remember, the blue potions usually are better, but the blue potions usually cost at the very least 210 GP. So I actually do recommend just accumulating quite a lot of steaks, because they're much cheaper and easier to get compared to the red potions. Alright, so now we have to push this. Yeah, exactly. Those things will push the barrel to the spikes, and if the barrel gets into the spikes, it will explode. So we have to try our best to... There you go. Fuck. Well, as long as the barrel's safe. So
you can just Wile E. Coyote your way through it.
basically, yeah.
Interesting decor.
Yep. Looks like a medieval decor. There you go. Alright, this riddle takes a while. Basically, fortunately, this riddle is optional. It only gives you another piece of equipment, so you don't have to do this if you don't feel like spending here doing this really long Simon Says routine. But for the sake of I might as well, since I got to this point, so might as well get this done.
I'm guessing it must be a very good piece of equipment.
Yeah, it's good for the particular point in time where we are. Yeah, I actually did have in the past a run where I was actually able to get every single piece of equipment in the game. I didn't get for this one because I actually forgot. If I remember, there's actually a room towards the end of the game where there's a puzzle that is very time consuming and can be. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I already have the most powerful sword in the game, and I'm literally right next to the final boss's room. I might as well just finish it at this point. It's not like getting that piece of equipment is going to make that much of a difference anyway. So whatever. Alright.
Is there really a point where they're that close in power?
That's the thing, Jova. Just to give you an idea of how interesting the progression system of this game is. The most powerful sword in this game is Light Crusader. Yes, it's actually called Light Crusader. Guess what? you don't have to go out of your way to get it. It's literally given to you when you beat one of these story bosses. So this is an RPG where the most powerful weapon in the game is given to you in the main campaign, which is a weird choice, but
sometimes it happens. Again, you were talking about Zelda. In a lot of games, the Master Sword is literally mandatory.
oh, true tale. But a lot of times in Zelda games, the Master Sword is not the most powerful sword in the game. The Big Goron Sword is usually more powerful. And you have to go for, like, in Ocarina of Time, if you do the entire trading chain of that game, you get the Big Goron Sword. Same thing in the Oracle's games. You can also get the Big Goron Sword that takes both spots of your equipment. It's like you know how in the Game Boy Color Zelda games you have A for one item and B for another item? The Big Goron Sword occupies both those slots. So you can only, if you have the Big Goron Sword, you can only have that item. Oh, alright. Now, this guy, okay. Once again, okay. Well, my friend, I was looking for something to eat. You're looking for something to eat in a treasure chest. But there was only an old stone tablet.
So I'm going to take
What a story, Mark.
Yeah.
The ancient manuscript Rogue was looking for.
The princess in the castle may be able to read it. She's studying ancient script, conveniently.
Of course she is.
I thought it was going to be like, I can't, there's nothing to eat here, so I'll just eat you instead.
So let me get this straight. Rogue has been spending a lot of time looking for this stone tablet, and yet this random schmo that we still don't know who he is randomly found it while he was looking for something to eat.
I'm convinced he's secretly an all-powerful wizard who's just masquerading as a dumb bloke.
That's the thing, Jova. We never learn who the hell this guy is. That's the thing.
Could have been one of the prisoners who just stumbled into the room.
For all I know, that guy is some kind of lunatic that doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Keep in mind, like, he's a recurring character, so...
Yeah.
No, Jova, remember, it's just another... He don't need the sprites that look similar, but...
No, Taylor, I can actually tell you. It's the same guy. Remember, there's no other sprite that looks like that. It's the same guy, because...
I thought he just recycled that.
No, that particular sprite...
No, I think it's the same guy.
When we get to the ending, Tail, it's strongly implied that it's the same guy who keeps appearing. Because at the end, he's the one who says farewell to us. Oh, I hope we can have another wonderful adventure. Yeah, another wonderful adventure full of demons and goblins trying to kill us.
I guess they consider that a wonderful venture by night standards.
Anyway.
There you go, this is a messed up world.
You should see, again, Java, even before Dark Souls, you should have seen the average story for the King's Field and Shadow Tower games that From Software made.
Right.
The earliest of their stuff I knew about was Demon Souls. So...
No, they did a lot of stuff beforehand. The channel Iron Pineapple actually has a couple of videos that talk about it. I'll give you a link later.
Alright. Alright, so now that I have the stone tablet, I need... Oh, Lord Rogue is looking for a very old stone tablet. He's talking of swapping it for this room. I have it, but I'm not going to give it to you. Fuck you.
I wonder if they were planning to actually trade it.
That's the thing. Even if I could give it to him, I can't. Even if I wanted to give it to him, I can't. That's the thing. The whole plot with the goblins kind of gets unresolved. Again, the plot in this game is clearly an afterthought.
Yeah.
Okay, my guess is that the goblins had the stone tablet and were going to trade it with Rogue.
Alright, so, Jova, now you're up with the princess, and you're going to read the lore of the game to us. So, enjoy.
Enjoy.
Oh, wow, war. This is very ancient writing.
No shit.
Also, she doesn't look too different from the protagonist. God. It reads, in the balance of life, man often chooses darkness.
Could you be a bit more generic, please?
This Mega Drive game's so deep.
Through the dark...
The door to darkness!
The door to darkness?
Weakened, the land fell to the surface of the demon. One man, the brave and kind Garriott, not to be confused with Marriott Hotels, was able to focus on the light of human mind.
What does that even mean?
The Light of Hope, of course.
What's a hotel?
Oh, go on.
With 8 wizards, he created a magic sword.
We have Zelda at home.
That sword was
Seriously,
called.
that's so blatant. Go on.
With the sword Light Crusader, Gariat defeated Ramia and sealed his power into 4 orbs.
Of
The
course.
sword was hidden inside the shrine.
I see we don't have a Triforce, we have 4. See, totally different.
Provided the demon does not have its life force restored, it will never be revitalized and stay within this labyrinth. Oh, I sure hope nobody does anything stupid. Never forget the name of King Gariat.
So it's the orbs.
Yes.
What
Very
does that
good. Very
even
good. Very good, David.
Seriously, the princess just... Oh, whatever. What would become of the world if the evil demon were awakened?
Well, Princess, I'm guessing the world will probably be fucked. Most likely. That's usually what happens.
Yeah, it's my inkling it was.
I wonder what would happen if a meteor hit the Earth.
By the way, how does that like?
Okay,
just
so you'll
imagine
notice.
it.
So yeah, from this point on, you can actually read it because she'll be able to translate everything. Notice what it says at the very end of it. Never forget the name of King Gariat. So yes, we're supposed to spell Gariat in that room. So let me get this straight. This game has the door to darkness. For the record, Wibs, that's the Kingdom Hearts has a door to darkness thing. So I guess Kingdom Hearts ripped this off.
Yeah.
Also, 8 wizards power to form a powerful sword. That's literally Zelda. You're not even trying to hide it at this point.
While reading that. Granted, I didn't stutter, but I mentally did a double take.
There's literally Dwebs, a good healthy number of Zelda games where you literally have to save 8 people so you can then get the Master Sword, or at the very least give the sword the power to defeat Ganon. Alright, so Gariot. With 2 T's, remember. If you need to... Yeah. If you need to... There you go. That's it. Let's move on. And there you go, the next floor.
So from what you told me, you essentially get the sword Light Crusader.
Go on, Jova.
You essentially get the sword Light Crusader randomly off of a boss.
Yes. Like, there's going to be a point later on where, I'm not kidding you, the sword has a spirit thing that is testing us to see if we're worthy of using it. And you'd think it would be like an optional boss thing, because it's the most powerful weapon in the game, but no, it's literally an obligatory boss to complete the story. So, yeah.
I was wondering, like, is it random which boss gives you Light Crusader? Okay,
No, it's
always
always the exact same specific boss, and you have to go through that boss to complete the game. So it's so it's not even again, usually video games have the most powerful weapon be given to you after completing the super hard optional boss or something like that, right? But no, this game just gives it to you. That's it.
Okay, granted, to be fair, those are usually for like the super duper extra powerful weapons or something. Like, it seems like Light Crusader is actually plot relevant, so I get why the story gives it to you.
I get that. It is a weird progression system, though.
Remind me again, Pedro, because I did forget.
Oh, zombies.
Yeah, zombies, the undead, the dead rises. Remind me again, because it's been a while, admittedly. Under what condition does Lightning's blade gets restored in Lightning Returns, becoming the ultimate weapon?
You have to go through all the 4 little shrine thingies before you go to beat Bonavelza.
Okay.
Basically, when you get to that final area, remember, when you get to that final area, the mod gives you that, oh, this is the end point. If you go through here, you won't be. Are you sure you've done everything? Basically, and in that particular room, there's 4 little challenge mazes, and if you complete all 4 of them, you'll be able to restore her weapon back to full force.
Also, I can give also another, since the game is being released, and don't worry, it's not really too much spoiler because I will use vague terms. The Legend of Dragoon, actually, literally before the final boss, it gives you an extra transformation orb and the ultimate weapon to use against the final boss. Again, there are story reasons why they're just given to you like that, but it's basically that.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on. Also, ice physics, yay!
Let's move with a purpose.
Okay, so
Life. Thank goodness this is not Mega Man and the spikes don't insta-kill you.
yeah. Oh no, trust me, Dave. If that was the case, yeah, this game would be a lot more frustrating. Fortunately, it's not like that.
Again, it was clearly done with the intent of being easier for the audience.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't know better, I'd say we're going in circles.
Yeah. Well, okay. In my defense, okay. That's the thing, Jova. My usual thought process when exploring in this game is to just keep exploring. Okay, I get the feeling I probably missed something if I remember correctly, which is why I'm going back here. I think there's another room that I didn't go to.
Yeah,
yet.
the layout of a map of this floor is literally going in circles.
Yeah. But if I remember correctly, there's actually a particular room that's around here that I haven't gone to before, so hold on. And yeah, when you break those blocks, the frame rate kinda dunks a bit. Again, this game was pushing the Mega Drive to the limit with all the 3D elements and shit. Yeah, I think it's that particular room there. I don't think I've gone here yet.
The map does showcase, opens, rooms with openings in places where you haven't been before.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Again, that's why it becomes helpful on that front.
This door is locked. Okay, let's try this one then. Oh, save point. Okay.
Cool.
Handy.
Okay. Alright, so for that door, I'm guessing I'm gonna need some kind of key or a switch. Alright, let's see. Nope. Goblin suit doesn't work.
Why would the goblin suit work on that door?
Yeah, if I recall correctly, it works mostly just on the second floor.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't hurt to try, I guess.
But we're on level 3, baby.
Okay, so now we have...
Oh, hello there.
And now we have these wizards, so let's try and beat them.
Beat them.
So, let's see. The game didn't tell me to beat them, but I'll beat them anyway.
They did not really attack you until you actively provoke them, so there's that at least.
Let's see. I love the sound that they make when they like. Wah!
It almost sounds like a laughter.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I thought it was because they were attacking, but no, it happened.
And yeah, the door didn't open, which means we're clearly not supposed to beat them. So I guess we'll come back here later. Maybe there's something we're missing. Alright, let's...
Strutting angry towards my location.
Ooh, hold on, we haven't been here yet. Yeah, see, my method...
The music track is different.
Yeah, my method of exploration is to just chill and just kind of go with the flow. And just try to... like, I don't usually look at the map system.
Room out.
Yeah, hold on, Jova, I just want to get full health.
Life Restorer. As you can see, Jova, again, like I told you in one of the early parts, similar to a lot of other games, some dungeons have the courtesy of leaving the rooms of restoring everything, the save point or the teleporter very close to each other.
Yeah.
Actually, I forgot we're on fourth floor.
Okay, so let's take a moment so I can buy some steak because I could use it. I could use some.
Got a part of a complete breakfast,
Yep. I love, and by the way, the wine also removes your status effects because if there you go, kids. If you get poisoned by something, drink some wine. There you go.
Pedro, Final Fantasy 15 told me that eating pizza cured you for poisoning.
True.
There's no logic anymore.
True.
Pizza, nectar of the gods.
So you disagree with the King's Quest V narrator? Like, water is not the nectar of the gods, pizza is. Life-giving water, nectar of the gods.
It's been a
Um,
while since we did
and
a
you're-
King's Quest game.
And okay, so there's a lot of spikes in this room, and you're supposed to use those lights to steer the platforms. But what? Why? There's no point in that. I'm just going to jump and hurt myself.
Oh.
Wizard shop.
This is the guild shop.
Guild shop.
Sorry. Go on.
We collect all the high-class goods. Can you show the crest?
Yeah, by that he
Got
means.
it in the stew.
By that he means the Wizard's Crest, which is something that gives me the permission to buy there. And yes, I could use the lights to steer the platforms so I can hurt, but again, I can very easily keep jumping, and like Teo said, there's literally a full health fountain right here, so yeah, I don't really have any good reason to...
Admittedly, that is actually bad level design. If you want to construct this thing and everything, but you're basically dangling in front of a player, you know, a candy. Like,
Yeah. But, I'll take it.
like obviously.
Again,
but
I am
I
really
wish it could've
surprised
been
at
done
how
better.
I'm really surprised at how forgiving this game is, honestly.
What have I done to deserve this?
I mean, what specifically?
No, really, what specifically have I done to deserve this? Because it's a lot. It's a lot of things.
You can think about that on your way home, sir.
My work here is done.
Alright, so this puzzle is...
Oh, tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, basically. This first one is very easy because all you have to do, you just have to step on one of the symbols and it will immediately turn to the other symbol. So again, just go through all the X's and turn them into circles, basically.
Or
Yeah.
the contrary.
Yeah, basically I'm going to show. There you go. See, I'm demonstrating right now. See. That being said, that was...
This is where Papyrus got his inspiration from.
That being said, like we've seen before, that was basically the game's way of teaching you how those puzzles work. Later on, we're going to have one that doesn't work, that's nowhere near as easy, and naturally will require... Okay, let me explain that. That chest is supposed to have a piece of equipment. However, since I bought said piece of equipment in the store, that treasure chest is already open. So there are two ways of getting that specific piece of equipment in that particular room. You either buy it at the store, or you get it from that. And if you already have it, the game will know that, and the treasure chest will already be open. So there you go. And now you have a mirror room. Beat them. This is a very clever idea. Beat them. You have to use your reflection to beat the zombies in the mirror.
Answer the mirror.
Seriously, it's like, did that
Composer
guy,
got drunk.
either that, or that guy who lied about making the music of the Resident Evil director's cut actually made the music for this bit.
The trumpet basement.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see. We have to maintain that switch pressed.
I think you have to... Yeah.
Hey, almost there.
The problem is, if I let go, it will
There we
close.
go.
So...
Oh, damn it.
I guess we'll have
That
to...
looks very suggestive.
Let's try it again.
Okay, so the basic idea is that you have to find a way where you can push, where you can put one of those balls right in front of the switch and push it into the switch. So it's gonna take some thinking. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, it doesn't work if you do it that way. Alright, so let's see. Fuck. Yeah.
I mean, I love me the Genesis twang, but this is getting really weird.
Yeah, it is. Akihata's music can be... I mean, I have a lot of nostalgia for the soundtrack, so I kind of like it. But yeah...
I don't dislike the soundtrack, but... And you know, I do think it's mostly good, but sometimes it just
I think
gets
I now get it.
weird.
Yeah, I think you're about to get it too.
Let me see.
Come on, you can do it.
There you go. Let's see if this works. There you go.
Yes, there you go.
My wife is still being held. Will you take me with you?
What a story, Mark. It's too dangerous.
Oh,
Please wait here.
I understand.
Just the combat cobwebs, I guess.
Yeah, let me skip this. It's the same thing. If you skip them, it's just.
I'm guessing the idea is like we're supposed to bring his wife back to him here.
Yes. Well, no.
But he said, no, don't do it, mate.
What happens, Jobe, is later on we're going to find his wife, and the wife will just naturally go home, and he will too. So no, we don't have to bring the wife here, which is weird because.
Most of the prisoners will just find their way out on their own.
So in that case, David's a freaking liar. He told him to wait there.
Yeah.
Our hero.
And we got ourselves the wizard's crest. So now we can shop in the guild shop.
I'm beginning to wonder if David might have a few screws loose.
I get more the idea. I get more because also what we learned from the manual and everything. Despite being a knight and everything, I get the idea David just prefers to be at best a knight errant and at worst a sellsword.
Wouldn't it be funny if it turns out he's not actually a knight? He's just some random homeless guy who goes around posing as a knight.
Well, I mean, in general, sellsword.
Oh, hold on. And now the cow farmer is here. Are my cows safe?
How should I know?
Yeah, how should I know?
Anyway, you're saying to you?
Like you said, sellsword, it makes sense on that front, pure mercenary and everything. Just get there for the profit and, and the glory, potentially.
I guess the only thing going against that is the lore given to us on the main menu, I believe. Oh wait, no, there's also the opening of the game.
The menu that in the intro do tell about the fact that David is so beloved by both the king that he's being sent to and this one, because they're the only hope. And yes, he has a bit of a noble attitude still, but...
It's abundantly clear that the developers just wrote him as your typical goody two-shoes hero who's just...
There's the other potion.
Yeah. Remember, Teo, his answer to the king asking, please search for my missing people, I certainly will. He was written as your generic hero who basically does everything for everybody.
And yet, there are just some unique aspects about him that really do make me wonder.
Why wasn't he more crossover?
For me, it's more so the quirkiness of the dialogue. Please search for the missing people, and his answer is, "I certainly will." Interesting phrasing. I certainly will.
There's definitely comedy potential for his interactions with others, characters, if they just had him act like he does in this game.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Hopefully, we'll be able to find the door to darkness. And defeat Zemras, I mean Ramya. So tune in next time.
Yeah.
So yeah.